Hello and welcome to a very special edition of the Boom Show. I've got Tony here and we are going to talk all about updates for the gym, barring the gym closure, equipment rental, and just like all the different things that we have kind of set in stone and in motion since we had to close our doors. So, Tony, why don't you talk a little bit about the equipment rental? Because I know a lot of people are wanting to know the details around that.
Yeah, so first and foremost, thank you to everybody that's still supporting the gym. Without everyone sticking with it and working with us on our kind of limitations, we wouldn't be able to continue on, basically. You know, we can't pay coaches, we can't pay our rents, we can't continue to keep the doors open in the future. So hopefully this blows over quickly, everyone stays healthy, and we just want to say how much part of our core value is being, gracious and thankful for everyone that's a part of this. So thank you guys for that. It's a huge deal. But as far as equipment rental goes, we've got a lot of stuff basically that we've planned out that should be of ton of value for you guys, and hopefully we can continue the health and fitness venture that we've already started, and you guys can start keep crushing your goals with that. And on that same case, staying healthy and staying fit is probably the number one thing you guys should be focusing on. Everyone should be focusing on. So your immune system is ready to kick ass if this thing gets kind of even more crazy than it is. But first off, we're going to continue with the 3 basic packages that we have as far as classes, with the exclusion of barbell. So we've got CrossFit, we've got Burg Fit, and we've got our home WOD. And then we're doing a kids/family class every day at 11 o'clock. So we'll offload that schedule for you guys. For that schedule, we're doing Zoom classes, so live classes with the coach every single day, multiple times throughout the day, 6, 7, 9:30, noon, 3:30, 5:30, and 7:30. The first 3 classes, each one of those classes, CrossFit, Burg Fit, and the home WOD style, will be done at different hours, and they will be pre-recorded or recorded at that time, so you guys can go back if you're doing it at, say, you sign in and it's actually Burg Fit and you want to do CrossFit, you can go back and follow along with the CrossFit class that was done earlier in the day. So going over the packages, kind of backing up a little bit, we've got basically 3 different fitness packages. So we've got like a full home gym sort of setup for everybody to use. And it starts with, it's $299. That's for a 1-month rental. Hopefully this doesn't last that long. You get a rower or a bike. You get a barbell and 4 plates. You get a wall ball or a kettlebell or a dumbbell, whatever your choice. You get a box. OG has some stall mats. So if you guys need stall mats for your garage, we have those as well. Obviously you get clips and you get some chalk. So kind of a full little setup for you to take home and have a little mini home gym. If you really want to focus in the CrossFit style classes, stick with what we've got. We need a barbell for that. So the CrossFit package is super simple. It's $99. It's a barbell. You get 4 plates, a dumbbell, and clips, and some chalk with that as well. If you guys already have a barbell, then obviously you're good to go. All the programming is still going to be available to all of our members no matter what, so you guys can be creative with what you have if you want to jump in on more of a CrossFit style class. We have these kind of pre-set up. So guys, you're going to get a men's barbell with 25s, and then you get 2 plates to choose based on your fitness level. So if you're kind of more or less pushing that RX realm, we're gonna push you to get a little bit heavier plates, like some 45s added on. If you're not quite there, you want to go a little bit lighter, you're going to go down to 15s or 10s. We still have a decent amount of extra plates on hand, so we can hopefully customize that for whoever needs it. But we also there's a lot of people to serve, so we're trying to make this as conducive as possible to get as many people as possible to set this up. So that's the CrossFit package. So a barbell, 4 plates, dumbbell, and clips. And then we have our Burg Fit setup, which is going to be a kettlebell and a wall ball. So super simple and basic, but super effective stuff. 2 items you can do a ton of things with. I think kettlebells are probably one of the most versatile tools in the entire gym. So we'll have that. If we run out of kettlebells, we're going to replace that with dumbbells, a dumbbell and a wall ball. And each gym is a little bit different because each gym has a little bit different sets of equipment. So, and that's $49 to rent all that stuff. And then we've got And those are the three three packages: CrossFit, BurgFit, HomeWod. You just need yourself. You just need your body. We'll talk about maybe getting creative and using your dog as some weight or something along those lines.
Get some sand and whatever, fill it up in a milk jug. And
yeah, exactly. You'll see. Got a surprise for you guys. Tony Corona will be coming on live soon. So, and then we got a la carte items. So if there's still barbells left over, or kettlebells or dumbbells left over after the packages have been released, then you'll be able to come in and pick that stuff up. But there's also benches, sandbags. Obviously, sandbags are not good for sharing. So if you're at home with your own sandbag, no big deal. Sleds, squat racks, additional bumper plates. So if you wanted to rent out some more bumper plates, we have prices for all this stuff. So some of that stuff that's not included in the kits, we're going to offer that first with the premier home gym kit. So those are first come, first serve starting tonight. That'll end at 5 o'clock tomorrow. So you guys, there'll be a email sent out with all this detailed out. You'll be able to reserve your spot for those kits. We only have X amount of rowers and X amount of bikes. So if those fill up quick, then we'll cap that at what we have. But if you want to reserve a sandbag at that time because it's not a part of the CrossFit or the BurgFit kit, you're more than welcome to do that as well. All the prices will be on there. I don't want to get real confusing here with
well just check your email. We're gonna have a really pretty graphic with all this stuff, and it'll just be easier to see. But
and guys, this is really with the limitation on what we're able to serve as far as a physical location. This gives the opportunity for you guys to have an at-home gym, and we can go over and beyond on our coaching services online and our abilities to basically tap into creating a stronger community by you guys sharing this stuff, these experiences. I'm not recommending sharing this as far as spreading the love with groups coming to your house.
Don't do that.
But what I mean is really sticking to the community part of that, which is that unity portion of our core values. So this is a time to really push hard on that, you guys, and we appreciate that support. Yeah,
cool. I think some people, might be thinking gosh, why rental equipment's are you favoring one group over another? And it's not that at all. Our intention is not to say oh, you're going to get more fit if you rent this equipment, or you're going to be better served if you rent this equipment. It's we're trying to figure out the best way that we can serve the most amount of people, because we only have X amount of equipment. We don't have an endless supply, barbells or bumpers or kettlebells or dumbbells or anything like that. It's cool. If you want to do that, great. You do not have to do that. And you're going to be and get plenty fit if you just do the HomeWods and you just keep paying your membership and you keep being a member with us and being in the Burg family. You're going to get a ton of added value there. But it's just for a way for us to feel hey, okay, so we have this sitting duck of a gym with all this equipment. How can we maximize that usage? And that you would have the luxury of having it in your home and to do it when you want, how you want. Whether you follow our programming or you're nope, I want to do my own thing, but I just want great. But one of the caveats to being able to rent the equipment is you have to be a member. You can't have your membership on hold or not be a member and rent this equipment. So it's going to be exclusively for members to be able to rent the equipment. And then you also need to have your ACH into your Wodify account. So make sure that you have that information in there. Again, all this information will be in the email that will be coming out by the time that this podcast airs. But yeah, anything else to add before we kind of jump on?
Yeah, just going real quick. So the first setup for the kind of the home gym and the few a la carte items that we've got, that's going to be this evening until 5 o'clock. And then if those sell out then or they stay open, we'll leave them open. But if they sell out, then we'll close it out. And then from 7 o'clock right after, so we can make sure we have the inventory corrected, 7 o'clock on Sunday night until 8 a.m. or whenever.
Yeah, sometime in the morning. Yeah.
We're going to leave it open for CrossFit specific, so the barbells and the dumbbells. That little package will be open until the morning exclusively, and then at 8 a.m. let's say on Monday morning, we're going to run the Burg Fit package will be open. So the kettlebell, dumbbell, and wall ball. That way we can track the inventory, make sure we're on the right page, and we're not allowing too much stuff to go out that we don't actually physically have. And then Monday, you'll be able to pick all that stuff up. And Tuesday, so Monday is all home WOD stuff because no one's going to have the equipment by then. So Monday is all home WOD stuff. And Tuesday will be the active, like we're starting our schedule of home WOD, Burg CrossFit, and we'll be doing those Zoom calls along with seeing that programming in Wodify. We'll have videos on how to be creative with your equipment because there's a lot of things that you can be make the kettlebells or dumbbells useful, plates useful that you might not think of. So we'll send some videos out for that. I'm personally going to be doing a video the night before going over all 3 workouts in kind of like you'd go over the whiteboard essentially, and you guys can overview that if you just kind of want to do it on your own. So you guys have lots of options for that. The Zoom login will be super simple. That'll be in the email as well. You're just going to click the link, and it'll send you to the page where the coach will be running you through class. So it'll be the same class structure like normal. We'll go over the announcements. We'll go over the warm up. You'll do the warm up and the skill, and then after that you'll come back to the board, back to the computer, and we'll go over the workout. And then you guys will be on your own to do the workout, and they'll be watching you and critiquing and giving you cues, and all that stuff, and a little cool down. So nothing changes. You're just doing it at your house.
Sweet, cool. And yeah, we'll have the class schedule already embedded in this email too, so it'll be super easy, super simple. But there's going to be lots of opportunities for you to do all kinds of things, whether you're able to make the live class or you need to go back and watch the recorded versions. And those will always be living for forever, so you can go check those out whenever you guys want. And so those will be uploaded to YouTube for the time being with a private password, so that way they're only accessible to our members. And so, yeah, we'll go into more details in the email, so we won't belabor that point. But just serve it to say, a lot of fitness is going to be coming at you. It's going to be awesome. So next on the list for us to kind of chat about is individualized programming and personal training. This is something that we've been talking about as a team for quite a while, and just trying to figure out what's the best way we want to kind of roll this out. And so it's really kind of perfect timing with kind of where we're at in the nature of things. And so talk a little bit about like what is individualized programming or personal training, and who would benefit from utilizing those services?
Yeah, so it's 2 avenues to basically work towards our deficiencies in anything, any movement pattern or anything that the assessments kind of that everyone's hopefully done has been able to dial in. All right, well, this is kind of an area of weakness or a limitation that's in causing X, Y, and Z to be difficult for me to do. So if I have poor wrist mobility, then obviously doing a front rack, handstand walks, handstand anything, overhead stuff, it's going to be slightly limited. And you might not realize that it's just your wrist until you do that assessment. So this is a way that we can kind of attack those deficiencies and make them part of your strengths. So remote coaching or personalized custom programming, we've got 2 different options here for it, and it's an awesome way to basically dial that in. Have a coach give you specifics towards your inefficiencies. Or towards what you just want to work on. Hey, you want to get better at the snatch during this time? You want to get better at running at this time? You can do that with the coach giving you that programming. So they're going to dial that in specifically for you. We have a 3-day-a-week programming option for $199. You get 2 check-ins with the programming. You get access to True Coach. You get that accountability from that coach. So it's all custom in relation to what your needs are. It's very specific to you. That's one option, and then also we have a 5-time-a-week option. So if you need a little bit more attention, a little bit more programming, you want more touch points here, you're gonna have that option. That's $299. You get 2 check-ins with that program as well. You get access to True Coach. True Coach is a one-on-one platform similar to Wodify, but way more developed to the point that you're gonna have that coach being able to watch your videos. You'll easily be able to upload those videos of you doing stuff. They're going to be upload their videos. They're going to set up a very specific template for you to follow for the programming. They can add notes. If anyone's done the nutrition challenge and used the nutrition app, some similar aspects to that in conjunction with True Coach, but in a personal training setting. And so those are the 2 options: 3-time-a-week option for $199, and then a 5-time-a-week option for $299. So if you want to dial in those inefficiencies that we've kind of assessed through the active life assessments, or you just need something specific to keep you accountable and you really want to work on some weaknesses and get better at those areas, then this is a perfect option for you.
Sweet. Awesome. Let's get huge. It's going to be great. It's pretty cool, just the fact that we can do so much digitally and virtually and not having to be in person. Of course, the connection of face-to-face is huge, but this isn't an opportunity for you to kind of check out and be like, okay, well, what can I do? I can't really do anything. Or to focus on what you don't have instead of focusing on what you do have and what you can control. And so I think this is a great opportunity for people who feel like they've been finding a lot of momentum physically in the gym, that doesn't have to stop now. And so, which I think is cool.
And I can throw one name out there that I know has been proving that 100%, which is Bonnie, who,
my gosh,
broke an OG member. She broke her wrist. I can't remember.
6 weeks ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And she's literally been in the gym as soon as she was able to, and we've adjusted and modified workouts and movements for her, and she's been creative on her own, and she's been kicking butt. So instead of sitting on the couch and being sour about the whole situation, she's really taken it by the horns and gone for it. So this is the same result, you guys. We don't want you guys to lose your fitness. We want you guys to stick with it. We appreciate your support, and hopefully we can continue this venture through this corona.
The corona, yes. So kind of lastly, is us kind of talking a little bit about how are we going to stay in touch with our members now that we can't see them face to face. And so one of the ways that we kind of came up with this is basically we are going to be taking all of our members, and this is going to be happening once everyone has, selected their equipment or not. And so based on that, we're going to be taking those people and grouping them with a head coach. So for example, maybe I am one of the head coaches who are going to be in charge of like the at-home workout people. So I'm going to have X amount of people in my group that I'm going to be calling. Yes, I'm going to be calling you every single week. I'm going to be following up with you. I'm going to be inviting you to specific class times that we're going to be doing at-home workouts. And so, and really just trying to provide that emotional connection, because while we are social distancing and we don't want to get together right now in groups of any kind, because we need to contain and control the spreading of the disease. It doesn't mean that we can't be emotionally connected and that I can't be following up with people and that they can't be seen. And so it's a big deal, because I think a lot of people, particularly people who maybe are immunocompromised or whatever it might be, can feel super invisible. And so this is one of the ways in which that we can help mitigate that and go above and beyond again, because that's what we're wanting to do, is we want to serve and support and go way above what you probably even were getting when you were coming into our physical location. Right. And so anything to add on that or that I missed?
No. One or two little additional things. I don't know if you're covering it later is the kids stuff.
Oh, yeah, please.
So every day at 11, we've got basically you could, whether you have kids or you got friends that have kids, just invite them on. It's completely just free for all. I know pretty much 99% of kids are out of school and at home. So that's changed a lot of parents' lives on top of everything else, having to stay at home and be with them or whatever the case is. But basically at 11 o'clock, we've got a little half-hour workout that you can do with your kids, get them active and moving. You can invite some friends to jump on and do it as well. So it's something Monday through Friday. We're talking about adding it on Saturday as well, but Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock, that'll be run by one of our Kids Fit coaches. So Coach Jake, Coach Ryan, or Coach Christina. And then Saturday morning, our 9:30 class, which is going to stay the same. That is a class for every area. So we're going to have one workout programmed. Everybody that's in that home WOD, CrossFit, or Burg Fit is going to be doing the same workout in their rendition with their equipment that they actively have.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. And it serves the same purpose as like our community workout, and so bring your friends, invite them into it, not necessarily have them come over to your house, but invite them into it. Tell them that we're doing it. We're going to be blasting it on social media as well. And so definitely keep an eye on that. But Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. is still going to be like our partner workouts. They will be virtual meetups, which is going to be great. So, yeah. And if there's anything specifically that you guys are like, hey, it'd be really cool to learn more about this, or hey, it'd be really cool to learn about, I don't know, whatever. We're going to be pushing a lot of content from all of our coaching staff, our head coaching staff across all 3 locations on our social media accounts. And so definitely make sure that you follow one of our locations, whether it's Burg CrossFit, Burg CrossFit North, or Burg CrossFit Sunbury. And of course, if there's other things that, you want us to talk about, whether it's on the podcast or, other content streams, we would love to know, because, we are working hard, but again, it's kind of behind the scenes that you may not see us, but we are all working super hard to make sure that this is as seamless as a transition as possible, and that it's as quick as possible, and that ultimately you guys are feeling supported and getting fit, and hitting your nutrition goals and your fitness goals. So,
yeah, speaking about nutrition, one last thing, we'll have nutrition. Some nutrition coaches will be doing some at-home Zoom videos as well, so you guys can follow along with that. Some meal prep stuff, some creative ways to cook some food. And Coach Nikki, our yoga leader, she's going to be doing some yoga as well, so you guys will see that schedule coming out along with everything else. You guys will still be able to do nutrition, still be able to do yoga.
Sweet. Also, make sure that you scroll all the way to the bottom of the email whenever it does come out, because we have listed off some different things. Again, it's kind of tentative, but our May happenings and our June happenings. So just make sure that you guys check that out. But again, it's all kind of subject to change, but we wanted to make sure that you had it loosely scheduled in your plans. And hopefully we'll get to do Murph together, but if not, I guess we'll be doing it solo, so it'll be great. But anything else to add before we jump off?
I'm sure there might be. Maybe Tony Corona can touch base on that.
Yeah.
But, basically, guys, we've got a community that is super strong. We want to keep it that way. We appreciate your support. We want to support everybody within that. If you guys have any additional ideas or thoughts, please let us know. I know there's quite a few small business owners within our community, so we want to support them. Along with all of this is a big deal. So check the email, check Facebook, listen to everything we've been throwing out there, but also we're all ears here too.
Cool. Awesome. Stay safe, you guys. We'll talk soon.